Hello everyone, Stanton the Tomb. Welcome to another part of my Origins mod overviews. So we, at least in the last attempt of recording at least, because depending on how I edit these, pretty much I covered the Avian, the Arachnid, and the Elytrian. In this part though, sort of depends, I'll still keep with the consistency of what I was before, we're just going from left to right. So Avian we've covered, Arachnid, and Elytrian. We'll move now to the Shulk, probably the Feline, Endurian, and depending on how I can fit in some of the others. So there is 9, so yeah, we'll go to Shulk next. So we already have a bit of armor on us already. Can we still add any extra to us? Yes we can, so we'll be pretty much above diamond, even with diamond being worn, so that's cool. Alright, so besides that realization, let's see, we have access to 9 additional slots of our inventory, which keep the items on death. Okay, how do I realize that? 9 additional inventory slots, how would I find that out? Do I have to press G? Ah, okay, so G there, okay, so we can pretty much have an early access backpack, it seems then? That's kinda cool. Alrighty, so we'll just put a multitude of stuff in here, and we'll also take damage and see what happens, and if the stuff in here is removed, or these are sort of just like a, nothing that's in here will be removed, and everything else in your regular inventory and hotbar might. We'll take a look. So we've got a bunch of wool, bunch of stone and other stuff, and to make it sort of different, we'll go with iron blocks and gold and note blocks and sandstone and such for comparison here. So we'll just use a multitude of different blocks and sort of fill in our inventory with them. Sandstone, what else was I going for? Iron. And we'll just fill in what I can here with those, and we'll take damage. And there's that, and we access our inventory. That one is saved. Cool. So that's how that's useful then, for certain prized tools or certain other resources you've got. And if you, say, don't have a bed early on, or say you were attacked in a boss battle or something, and you're like, oh, okay, I've got all this other stuff I found in this dimension, or in this area, or whatever, or you've got the boss item and then you eventually die because you're low on health, then obviously you can save stuff in here, so that is cool. You can take all this stuff out as well, so just clear that because we don't need any more. So what else have we got for our origin besides the additional 9 slots? Even without wearing armor, your skin provides a natural protection, which is fine. Or actually try and take damage from things like a cactus, or I guess maybe a zombie in a way. And obviously the extra here isn't much, but it's still useful. Of course, we're already on normal, so that's fine. So just take damage from a cactus, which is not too bad. It's actually pretty good. Maybe I might want it to be nighttime to take advantage of this a bit better. And we'll take damage from a zombie and see what happens. So we're still taking quite a bit of damage with health there. And if we just go to, say, diamond armor or something in comparison, it'll be still a lot more. Can you go out of the way, please, for now? We're still not doing too bad. So, because we're on normal, of course, we're going to take quite a bit more damage than need be. So, not too bad, of course. It's a bit more, obviously, than diamond, I'd assume. We just take these off. We're still getting almost ironish there, and we don't even have the whole, we don't even have much armor on, so that's quite useful. So we'll get rid of you because we don't need you anymore. Otherwise, what else does it allow? We can break stone without even a pickaxe. That is useful. Right, so can I find these stone blocks anywhere? I assume obviously you can't break ores without a pickaxe, because that would be too easy. But say if you were stuck or something, you'd easily mine this without the need to worry about a pickaxe if your pick broke. And obviously you can't switch to other tools because those won't break stone, and yeah. So that's an easy way of getting through and escaping with stone. So that's quite cool, and especially if you don't want to waste more on your pickaxe and you only want to use the pick for ores, then you can do that. Now, otherwise, what else we got? We cannot use shields though, so that means we're restricted in that way, except in your... So you probably can't in that way, but can you still... No, you can't. Okay, so you are just restricted to using it that way, but you can still put in your slots, that's fine. So that'll just be a decoration instead then, and exhausts quicker. So I'm assuming that you use up health or saturation a bit more, or you can't sprint as long or something like that because of certain exhaustion. I forget the extent that exhaustion is, I've forgotten. But either way, you'll have certain other limitations. And that's it. So we'll just go back in here if I missed anything. The way your hands are formed, provide no way of holding a shield. Pickaxe. You exhaust much quicker than others, thus requiring you to eat more. Yeah, okay, so hunger. Yeah. Or you drain more from doing certain actions, which is fair enough. Okay, Origin 5. We'll go to next. Get bonus chests, why not? Okay, so Shulk. Alrighty. So we've got the, I think Endurian next. I think, oh, yeah, I think that's the next one because the other ones were a bit further on. Alright, so let's see. Shulk Feline, sorry. Okay, so we've got acrobatics, strong ankles, 9 lives, and so on. So we'll pick that. And yeah, so we have the ability to never take 4 damage. Alright, so I'm gonna have to check there's no G key use there. Okay, for our special power. So if I do this and just say jump off, cool. And we can jump quite a bit higher, I think, than usual, which is also cool. So we can actually get up on that tree then, kind of. Well, almost. If we put a ladder or slab or something, we could get up there technically. But let's see what we see. Maybe at this one. Yep, there we go. So that's useful. Next, so we've covered 4 damage, we've covered jumping, or while sprinting. 1 less heart than usual, that's fine, and weak arms. When not under the effect of a strength potion, you can only mine natural stone if there are at least, at most, 2 other natural stone blocks adjacent to it. And then creepers are scared of you, and you can see in the dark, but not in water. Okay. And that's going to reset to normal. Yes, it is. Okay, so we get a... Okay. So that's what it looks like, and that's the moon. We get out of the lighting there. It's not too bad. So it is... If we compare to actual night vision... So if we compare to actual... There is obviously a difference, but it's still quite useful, so you don't technically need torches. We compare that with brightness. It's moody. And we give ourselves the effect removal command that will change that. So that's not too bad, I guess. You can obviously compare to what the typical human one is, but that's not too bad, I'd say. Creepers will now run away, so it makes them about as annoying as cows and sheep and pigs and such to harvest, though they won't explode either. No, they still will. Okay, if you annoy them enough, so that's fine. So that's good to know. Now the stone one, let's see. With 1 less heart than let's see. When not under the effect of a strength potion, you can only mine natural stone if there are at least 2 other stones. Okay, so we get a strength potion, but we won't use it just because we want to see what happens. So we just mine into this here. Alright, so let's see. So we can that, and I assume we still need a pickaxe because we're not the Shulk. So that's not gonna work. Okay. And that's not gonna work either. This is gonna be tricky. Yeah, great. So I need to go down a bit more, I think, to take advantage of that, so that's unfortunate. So two adjacent. Do you just immediately need a strength potion for things to work? Yeah, that might be the case. You immediately need a strength potion, or I'm missing something. So we'll go down a bit. Nope, okay, so, you know. When under the effect of strength potion, you can only mine natural stone if there are at most 2 other natural stone blocks adjacent to it. I'm not too sure otherwise then. I'd say just go with the strength potion because it makes it easier, but other than that, yeah, that's quite awkward. Otherwise though, in the next part, we'll cover some of the others. Thanks so much for watching, and goodbye.